The following presentation is solely for entertainment purposes and not to be taken seriously. While content and characters may be based in truth, this presentation is not meant to offend or harm in any way. It's the Olly Brown Show, America's favorite Thrillbilly. And now, here he is, Olly Billy-Bob Brown.
Hoo-ha! Howdy, y'all. Yee-haw. Shake your tail feathers. Yup, yupper doodle. Let's do it to it. Hoo-ha. Churning the butter. Hope my barn door's not open. Bringing it home. Ta-da! I can't believe this is my reality show. That's O-K-L-A-H-O-M-A. That's how you spell it. Now can you sing it? Hey! Hey! Hey ain't just for horses, y'all. Hey's also a way to be sociable and say hello. And speaking of hey, I'm gonna have me a little talk with some moo cows over there. I hear tell that if you walk up to them and you go, hey, hey little moo cows, that they'll just come right on up to you and start talking to you because they're the sociable type. That or they want to eat, I don't know which. But we're gonna find out. Come on along with me. Hey, hey little moo cows. Come on over here and visit with me, won't you? My name's Olly Billy-Bob Brown, and I've been out there racing around the country and running for the president. And I just thought I'd come over here and visit with y'all. We could sit a spell, and we could chew the fat, or chew the cud, or even shoot the bull if you want. Yes we can. Oh, I am so sorry. Bad choice of words. I didn't mean that literally, only figuratively. Oh, shoot. Dadgummit. I done stuck my foot in my mouth again, folks. Never walk up to a bunch of lady cows and tell them you want to shoot the bull. They don't like that. They get a little testy. I guess they like their little bull muffins, and you can't blame them.
Yeah.
And that reminds me of a story I heard not long ago about the difference between a feller and a bull. What? You see, the bull can call his lady friends a heifer and get away with it. But not us fellers. We always get in trouble. Yes, we do. Anyways, I guess I better hit the road here because I'm a done visiting here. They don't want to talk to me no more. They're done going out to pasture. Whoa, that's the biggest bridge I ever saw before. It's pretty far up there in the sky. If you got to cross the bridge from one side to the other, I guess you got no choice but to shimmy up the one side, and once you get up and over the top, then you're going to have to slide down the other side until you hit bottom. I don't know if I'd like the idea of that very much. I could come crashing down onto my backside going 100 miles per hour. Oh, no. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Maybe I should just walk to the other side. Well, howdy, y'all.
I finally made it up here to St. Louis, I did, and I'm right here in hillbilly country, just a hop skip from the holler and the boondocks where yours truly hails from, Sure am. Now, I'm stopping here because I was told to prepare and get ready for debate. So I switched out my garments, I did, and I grabbed a bait, and I put it in this here tackle box, and then I got me a line and a pole, and I'm ready to do it to it, I am. And I'm ready to put out a sign that says, "Gone fishing, y'all." How about that? Now, the only thing is, I ain't seen no fishing hole nowhere. All I see is some fancy schmancy fishing hole, swimming hole kind of place with clear water in it. And I sure as heck don't see no fish in that there hole.
Oh no!
Well, all this hole is good for is going a skinny dipping. And even if I wanted to go a skinny dipping, I don't think I would, because you could see my entire birthday suit in that there clear water. I bet that's why there ain't no fish in this hole. Too many people got naked and scared all the fish away. They just jumped right on out of that there fishing hole.
Oh no!
Oh well, I guess I didn't go far enough up the road a piece to find the right fishing hole. Better get to it. Now they say that the big M.O. is the show me state, which explains why some folks like to get naked round here. But when I asked some folks where the fishing hole was, they told me it was up yonder somewhere inside a building. And I'm like, I've never heard anything like that before. Who goes a-fishing indoors? Show me. How you gonna paddle the boat? Show me. Then I got to thinking that maybe this here was like one of them there fish farms where they have a bunch of troughs filled up with loads of fish already jammed in there. You just drop in a line and the bait, and you got yourself a catch, lickety-split like you do. Well, I guess I'm going to have to go inside that there building to find out for sure. So I'm going to take my tackle box and my line and pole and all my bait with me. You going to come with me? We might end up with a fish fry yet, y'all. Come on, let's go take a peek. Well, I'm on the inside of this here fish farm now, y'all. And ever since I walked in the front door of this here place, I ain't seen nothing but drapes and goonies hanging around. Know what I'm saying?
No.
Now, I think this might be what they call one of them there fishing scams, which I just don't get. I mean, who'd want to play a joke like that on yours truly, America's favorite Thrillbilly? Well, it ain't funny, because if it was funny, we'd both be laughing. That's right. I mean, my taste buds were all a set for a chug-a-lug, a fish fry, and a good old-fashioned hoedown. But instead of a fish a-cooking, all I smell is a little stuffing. Know what I'm saying? Well, maybe somebody around here can point me in the direction of this here fishing debate. In fact, I see a couple of yahoos back yonder there. Let's go yank their chain, okay? Yeah. Well, howdy, y'all. How y'all doing? Have you seen a fishing hole around here somewhere? Hello? Can you hear me in there? Well, y'all are going fishing too, ain't you? Where's your fishing pole? Why are you dressed up so purty-like? Now, wait one cotton-picking minute. I think I remember y'all.
Ooh.
Y'all came a-visiting me at my town hall meeting a few weeks back. Now, are y'all a-stalking me? Huh? Oops. Hold on, folks. I think I recognize these two as some of those folks that are in the funny papers. Oh, I remember y'all now. You're them there front runners that were on up ahead of me in this race where we're running for the president. Well, what are y'all doing here if you've already finished the race? Well, I don't get that. Y'all ain't speaking none too fast, and I don't hear nothing coming from your mouth, which I guess makes sense because I don't see their lips moving. I guess it's safe to say, y'all, that they ain't giving me no lip. Well, now, I guess y'all are practicing being seen and not heard, hiding in full view, as they say. Well, that must be a first. Now, Mr. Donald, don't say anything. Don't you do it. I dare you to try to say anything at all, because I'm visualizing you with duct tape all over your mouth. Hey, y'all, I guess silence is golden. And I guess that's okay, because I got a couple of questions. Okay, Mr. Donald, here's a question for you, okay? What's that up there on top of your head? Is it a possum or a cat? You do know that there's more than one way to skin a cat, and you don't have to wear it up on top of your head there, do you? Or maybe you've got one of them there, what they call a rug for the head. One of them toupees, as they say. I suppose it does keep your bald spot warmer in the wintertime, don't it? Or better yet, maybe that's a tumbleweed you got up there. And all I can say about that, Mr. Donald, is you better have a whole tube of super glue to hold that there tumbleweed down. Because all it's going to take is one strong wind, and that hair will be just like that movie, Gone with the Wind. I'm just saying, so you be careful. Well, how you doing there, Miss Hilary? I see you smiling there, but you seem a little stiff-like to me. Hello? Hello? Well, what is this, Miss Hilary? Are you playing a game of All's Quiet on the Western Front? Or are you practicing for the next sequence of Silence of the Lambs, huh? Well, I'd say don't be a Budinsky, but you ain't even giving me an and, an if, let alone a but. I guess when you finished that there race, you fell right through the cracks. And all I can say about that is, crack is whack, Miss Hilary. Don't do it. Oops. Hold on, Miss Hilary. I almost forgot to ask you something. You're from Arkansas, ain't you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm from the Ozark Mountains, I am. We're just a hop, skip from one another. And I'm assuming you got a bunch of hillbillies back where you come from. I bet we're all related by at least a first, a second, or a third kissing cousin. We could be long-distance relatives, not just long-distance runners. Well, that certainly does make it all relative, don't it? Now, Mr. Donald, before I forget, I was just wondering if you might be related to the dinosaurs. I figured that since your name is T-Rump, maybe you might be related to T-Rex. And all I gotta say about that is you best be careful. You know what happened to the dinosaurs, don't you? Yep, they got struck down by a meteor. That would never happen to yours truly, Olly Billy-Bob Brown, and that's because I'm a vegetarian. I don't do meat. What? You got nothing? Well, wow. Wowzy, woo. You two must be just like some farm animals I know, sleeping on your feet with your eyes wide open. I guess y'all got real good at sleeping on the job. I'm just kidding. I just love to gab, and I'm just trying to be sociable, y'all. Well, geez, I must be wasting my time with these here jabberwockies, y'all. I should be out there trying to find that there White House. These cats have already run the race and finished it. It's my turn, don't you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's debate with Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, and Olly Billy-Bob Brown.
Who dat? Did he say Olly Billy-Bob Brown? Well, that's yours truly. This must be like a trick hidden camera show. Kind of like a game show. Is that what this is? 'Cause I know it ain't no fishing contest. I've done gone and figured that one out. Well, let's see. It can't be to tell the truth, because neither of these folks on either side of me can do that. And I know it can't be password, because Miss Hilary's servers done been hacked. And I know it can't be about keeping secrets, because Mr. Donald here already gave a lot of them away. He gave them to a bunch of folks up north who are rushing around. At least that's what the funny papers say.
Mr. Brown, Tonight we're just going to ask a few simple questions about current events, and the person to ring the podium bell can give their response.
Oh, really? Is that all? Well, hell's bells. I can do that. I can ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. In fact, my folks used to call me the town ding-a-ling, so I can do that.
Very good, Mr. Brown. Please keep your answers short and to the point. Are you ready?
Ooh, doggies! Oh, you betcha. I'm ready to get through it. I've been running this race for way too long. And if these two got there already, then I need to get there too. It's time to cross that finish line, so let's do it to it.
Discuss the idea of building a wall at the U.S.-Mexico border.
I think I can answer that question. You see, building walls ain't done no one a whole lot of good as far as I know. In fact, that Great Wall of China is still sitting out there in the middle of nowhere doing no good whatsoever. My ma and pa say that building walls is like a house divided, and a house divided cannot stand. No way. Segregation and separation, it ain't done nothing but hurt a lot of people, and there ain't no need for that. You can't blanket people that way. Blankets are meant to keep people warm when it's cold outside, and not the vice versa. Thank you very much.
What is your stance on the travel ban?
Oh, yes. Well, as long as it's not too loud or obnoxious, I think I might like it. Yes, I think I can handle that. You know, I like all kinds of music, except that headbanger and that rappy stuff. But I don't know a whole lot about this travel ban that you are asking me about. But I suppose I could give it a listen to, and I can get back with you on whether or not I like it. There you are, and there you go. Okay, are we having fun yet? Well, I know I am. Yes, I am. Yup.
Why have there been so many firings in the White House this year?
Dope. Ha ha. Well, Mr. Donald still thinks he's on a TV reality show where he has to fire someone all the time. The only difference is he's doing it in that D.C. place. So the answer to that is Mr. Donald thinks he's still on that celebrity TV reality show where every once in a while he has to fire somebody to keep the ratings up. Ha ha ha! That one was easy peasy if you ask me.
Any thoughts on the current Russian probe?
Yes, I do. If anyone ought to conduct a probe, a Russian probe as you say, it ought to be a professional proctologist. They specialize in finding things that are hidden in deep and dark places. Well, they're the only folks I know that will take a peek where the sun don't shine.
What is your takeaway on the continuous ISIS attacks lately?
Well, sir, maybe somebody ought to knock them into next week so that they'll open up their ISIS. Then maybe they'll see more clearly what they be doing. I'll tell you this much, though, it don't make no sense to me. It's like all them youngins I see out on the street every day. They got their heads down, they're buried in their mobile phones, and their pants are just hanging down around their ankles. They're just asking for it. They're endangering their lives and the lives of a whole bunch of other people's too. So, the answer to that question is this. I think that they need to open up their eyes so they can see more clearly and stop all this crazy. And as my ma used to say, we're all full up of crazy around here, don't need no more of it. Amen and hallelujah.
Please address the recent references to the idea of a Trump NATO.
Ooh-wee, Trump NATO. Well, the only thing I can tell you or suggest about a tornado is that just about every tornado that I ever heard about or come across, it just tore up everything inside. Leveled everything down to ground zero, it did. Totally demolished everything in its side. So, as far as I'm concerned, a Trump NATO can't be any different. It's dangerous and it's destructive. So if you don't have a sailor, you better jump into the bathtub. At least you'll have a rubber ducky to play with.
Please comment on previous talk of bigotry.
That's no problem at all. Here's the way I see it. I know that we live in a world with the idea of supersize me. They keep telling me that size matters. And that may be true in Texas. I've even run across a few biggins in my time, and I'd even say I even found some things that are humongous, especially down in the holler. I've even come across some trees out in California called the sequoias. They're huge, huge, huge biggins of a tree. But in regards to all this bigotry you're asking me about, I don't think it matters none. You see, trees help put stuff in the air that help us all breathe. If you plant one, it takes a long time to grow, but every tree counts. It don't matter if it's a small tree or a bigger tree or even what type of tree. It takes all kinds of trees to filter out this air that we breathe. Whether it's a bigger tree or a small tree, the more trees, the better. Yeah. And that's what I think about all this talk about bigotry.
Mr. Brown, it seems you are the only one jumping to conclusions tonight. May I ask what you are doing here, especially since the race is already over?
Well, now that's an interesting question, but I ain't finished the race yet. It can't be over, it just can't be. So don't give me no hard time about it, Mr. Man. I don't need no hogwash from nobody. And you don't want me to get all lapey on you, do you? But I suppose you do have a point. You may be on to something there. I shouldn't be wasting my time around here gabbing with a bunch of yahoos, now should I? If and I take off right now, I might get there faster. Oh, yep, it's true. That's got to be the answer, So here's the deal, Mr. Man. I'm sure there's a lot more to say about this Washington and this politics and all kinds of stuff like that, but I'm just going to have to save my thoughts for a little later around the spit platoon or the pecan. As for right now, I gotta run. I gotta go. I'm out of here. I gotta find that White House once and for all. Time's a-wasting. Which way do I go to get out of this here fish market? Huh? I'll have to catch y'all later, so Ebony, that's all, folks, okay? Bye-bye.
Taxi! Taxi!
That concludes tonight's rather unique debate. Thank you for attending.
Next time on the Olly Brown Show. Looky there, y'all. Looks like I found myself a little White House. But it kind of looks more like an outhouse if you ask me. Now, I know that the president has to do his business up in the White House, but I don't think I want to see him do his business in this particular White House. I don't want to see him up on that porcelain throne. Oh, no, I don't. So we're going to keep on looking.